The video that I posted was asking a question about uninsured motorist insurance for migrants. And there's a reason why I've been harping on that, right? One of the reasons why I've been harping on that is because I don't understand how you're going to give migrants, illegal migrants, a driver's license. We don't have any documents on them. How are they then going to qualify for auto insurance? That's going to raise the premiums for other drivers. Now what we see are massive amounts of car accidents. Remember how people used to say certain people would be driving kind of weird, looking all weird while they was driving? Well, here goes the culmination of all that. This is an article from September 12th. Influx of wild driving Haitian migrants turning streets of Springfield, Ohio into combat zone. It's like Road Blaster. 8 to 10 car accidents a day here. I don't know what's going on there. You know what I'm saying? 8 to 10 car accidents a day, and people are dying from these car accidents. So while this advertisement is playing, if you guys haven't hit the like button yet, take a moment, hit that like button. We're going to check out this video that they have, and then we're going to go into the article. All right, so let's see what they're talking about right here.
Everyone is talking about the death of ducks and cats in this town, but I'd like to talk about the death of one very special person, my mother-in-law, Kathy Heaton. On December 1st, I received a phone call that changed my life forever. She was collecting her trash can from her driveway when a car struck and killed her instantly. A task she had done over 2,000 times, spanning 4 decades in Springfield. That morning, though, a Haitian immigrant was allegedly driving recklessly when he struck and killed her. I say allegedly because to this day, there's been no punishment, not even for the expired tags on the vehicle he was driving.
So that's that's crazy. That's crazy to begin with, right? So what? And again, this is the reason why, because with the car insurance and stuff like that, like you can quantify this kind of stuff. They can't say that, oh, you're talking about misinformation. But see, the problem is that they can create the misinformation if they don't do any type of punishments, because the paperwork with the punishments would be the validating documentation that would tie these things to facts. So if we're not going to report on this, if we're going to say that these things didn't happen, yada, 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 if we do things like that, then we can say, well, there's no record of any of this. So it's just mis or disinformation. Makes it very difficult to prove a case, which is the point. Nothing has happened, and this unfortunate woman here ended up getting deleted as a result of this reckless driving. But now, mind you, if you get caught without having insurance, but you got a license and everything, you can go to jail. Your car can get impounded. You have points added to your license. How they adding points to these people's license? What's up with the insurance? If you don't pay a speeding ticket, you can go to jail.
Everyone is talking about the death of ducks and cats in this town, but I'd like to talk about the death of one very special person, my mother-in-law, Kathy Heaton. On December 1st, I received a phone call that changed my life forever. She was collecting her trash can from her driveway when a car struck and killed her instantly. A task she had done over 2,000 times, spanning 4 decades in Springfield. That morning, though, a Haitian immigrant was allegedly driving recklessly when he struck and killed her. I say allegedly because to this day, there's been no punishment, not even for the expired tags on the vehicle he was driving. Months before she was killed, I began noticing the reckless driving and complete disregard for our driving laws by some members of the Haitian community. It made me angry. But now my anger has turned to fear for the safety of my family and the citizens of Springfield.
They have not been acclimated to the laws, the rights, the responsibilities associated with being an American.
Now, here go my question. Okay, so I live in Ohio. I know how the Ohio driver's test goes. I don't know how these individuals didn't get a driver's test. They're supposed to go to the BMV. They take a written portion and they take an active portion, and then they get a vision test. So if they've passed the driver's test, they need to be subject to law enforcement. Would you guys, if you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down.
American citizen, an Ohioan, or a resident of Springfield, especially when it comes to the rules and regulations of operating a motor vehicle. While I appreciate the efforts that the Ohio State Patrol and the governor has announced today, we have seen countless incidents in our area of vehicle crashes involving, unfortunately, people of Haitian descent.
So now we got to ask this question, right? Because this is, I think it's worth asking. How are these people getting driver's licenses if they can't drive? Who's giving these people driver's licenses if they're not showing a competency in the ability to be able to drive? Does that make any sense? Why would they get a license? So then if they're increasing the amounts of accidents in this given area, and there's a likelihood of a different type of accident, in theory, that should change the underwriting formula that determines the monthly premium and the payouts of the various insurance policies. And if there's an increased risk, which clearly there is, then that means that the premium should increase. And the premium should absolutely increase for these type of drivers. That would make sense, right? If that makes sense, give me a thumbs up. If it don't make sense, give me a thumbs down. So now here it says, forget about the ducks and geese allegedly disappearing from public parks in this beleaguered city. Residents say the biggest problem, the biggest problem by far, is that wild driving Haitian migrants unfamiliar with U.S. road laws are turning the streets into combat zones. And those two things can't exist in the same sentence. If they were administered a driving test and passed the driving test, what that means is that they are competent in the laws and are making the choice to not abide by them. That is what that means. If you guys would agree, that's what that means, give me a thumbs up. If you guys would disagree, that's not what that means, then give me a thumbs down. Okay? And the results can be deadly. The family of Springfield grandma Kathy Heaton experienced this firsthand on December 1st, a day after her 71st birthday. So she ended up this happening to her after her 71st birthday, a day after her birthday, when a Haitian migrant ran her down as she was collecting garbage cans. So they went all up on the curb and everything. You know what I'm saying? And the driver got off scot-free, which is wild. It was around 5:40 in the morning, and the trash had come early that day, and we think that's probably what woke her up. Kathy's daughter-in-law, Mandy Heaton, said to the Post. She was a like to keep busy type of woman. Kathy was struck so violently that both of her socks were left behind on the pavement as her body was thrown across the street. That's wild. Debris littered the roadway. Clumps of her hair were found in the car's cracked windshield, according to the police report. What was going on? But 3 days later, look at this. Prosecutors decided that the driver of the car that hit her, 38-year-old Robinson Lewis, wouldn't face charges, even though Mandy said he was driving with expired license plates. Why is this dude not facing any charges? Why is he not facing any charges? Shout out to Jay. What's good with it, bro? They didn't feel that it was anything prosecutable, which is crazy. You will get hit. You will get prosecuted if you're a citizen for hitting a deer. You know what I'm saying? We don't know why. The only facts I know are that two prosecutors met and felt that there were no charges to be filed. We were devastated, Mandy said. This shit. What do you guys think? I do not think that this man woke up that morning and set out his day with the intention on harming someone, but the fact was that he did, she added. Yeah. Lewis declined to comment on the accident when contacted by the Post. Mandy and countless other Springfield residents feel the problem is in the roughly, quote unquote, 20,000 Haitian migrants who have flooded into the city of just 60,000 people in just a few years. Longtime residents say the immigrants are getting temporary driving permits, which if you get temps, even if you get temps, that means that you have to drive with a licensed driver in the car. So having temps is not an excuse to just be driving all crazy. You have to have somebody that has a driver's license in the car with you. You know what I'm saying? and they just getting temps. This is not an excuse right here. In the state of Ohio, if you get a temporary ID only allows you to drive with another driver in the vehicle with you, if I'm not mistaken, and they got to be in the passenger seat. I don't know how it is for other states, but I can tell you for Ohio, that's how it is. Fact, shout out to Carlton. Carlton said, you can delete a bald eagle, and that's your ass, Mr. Postman. But this person can delete a person and no punishment. Bro, you going to federal prison if you delete a praying mantis. Or if they catch you, I think that lightning bugs got protection against them now because they going extinct. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says there must be 8 to 10 accidents a day here. One resident said, who asked not to be named, told the Post. I've seen cars drive up into buildings and onto sidewalks. I believe everyone deserves help, but we shouldn't be providing car licenses until people know how to drive here safely. These people driving like they sniffed some cocaine and drank a whole bottle of Tito's and then just decided to get behind the wheel and not getting prosecuted for it. This is that ratchet type of accident where like you've done all type of designer drugs and you just live in the wildlife, just driving through the houses and stuff. Like what kind of, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? On social media, residents have posted alarming footage showing cars in ditches, smashed up at intersections, flying across the road into incoming traffic, and even crashed through the homes and businesses. That's crazy. Such accounts line up with what Mandy and her family say they're seeing on a regular basis. I wouldn't drive down there, man. I'm not driving down there. I'm not even walking on the sidewalk down there. I'm not even going down there. I didn't know it was all crazy like this with these cars driving and stuff like that. I had told y'all I was about to go down there and try to get some footage. Man, I just react to the videos. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not driving down there for somebody to fly up off the road like a doggone stunnicon and go right through my windshield with a car. Man, yeah, right. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that quality control. I'm on that quality control. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? On social media, residents have posted alarming footage showing cars in ditches, looking like the Walking Dead intro, smashed up at intersections like post-apocalyptic Atlanta after the zombie virus got out, flying across the road into oncoming traffic, and even crashed through homes and businesses. Man, you got me all the way messed up. Such accounts line up with what Mindy and her family said they're seeing on a regular basis, and has left them constantly stressed and anxious to do things as basic as walk through a parking lot, let alone going for a drive with her young twins. Yeah, you got me bent. Haitians are going the wrong way down one-way streets, making unlawful U-turns in the middle of the roadways, damaging property by driving recklessly. There's been some street signs taken out, and people have had their garages wrecked, she said. Yo, that's crazy. They're thrown into a situation when they're given a license with minimal education and training on our laws here. That's not how it's supposed to be. I don't know why they're doing that. The BMV should not be doing that. The BMV should not be doing that. The BMV should be issuing temporary driver's license that should have a limited amount of time on them. At the end of that limited amount of time or before, you need to be testing for your driver's test. And if you fail for your driver's test, you get the designated amount of retests before you have to take the course again and try again. Because there's a course that you got to take too. You know what I'm saying? There's a course that you got to take too. So I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on here. But I remember when I had to take my driver's ed class and all that. That's not what happened when I took a driver's license test. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, there's a area where we got some migrants at, but they're Asian migrants. We got a lot of Nepalese people, you know what I'm saying, in particular areas by me. And I haven't heard of this, you know what I'm saying, this stunt driving going on out here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what this is, something different, and this is something new that they got going on in Springfield. You know what I'm saying? And also with the state of Ohio, you gotta have an e-check as well. So I mean, if these people driving crazy like this, they probably, I don't know. A lot of times, I don't know how they be getting the money, but a lot of these people be having brand new cars. But if they got hoopties, If your hoopty don't pass the e-check, you ain't driving. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do a e-check every other year here in Ohio. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. We got all kind of EPA regulations on driving and stuff like that. I don't know how all this is going on. They got something different going on down there in Springfield. You know what I'm saying? The Springfield people need to say something about it. As far as the government officials, because what they got going on ain't like that in Northeast Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And in Northeast Ohio, they'll lock you up over a ticket. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says her mother-in-law has not been the only fatality involving a Haitian driver. All right. In August of 2023, 11-year-old Aiden Clark was deleted when 36-year-old Haitian driving without a U.S. license caused a school bus he was riding to roll over, crushing him in aftermath. I'm not trying to be funny, man, but like, why is these accidents involving these people here in Springfield, Ohio, like, why is it so dramatic? I mean, it's like a action movie scene. The bus rolled all over, cars all upside down in ditches. Like, what's really going on? Why is it so wild like that? Why is it just not like just, you know, sometimes car accidents don't really be fatal all like that. You know, you might be a little rear end. You pull up too close to somebody at a stoplight or something like that. Nah, not these car accidents. These are the type of car accidents where somebody get hit and the car blow up and nobody survives. Somebody burnt alive inside of the car. Like, what are you doing? How do you even get in car accidents like that? They getting into like Fast and the Furious type car accidents. Like, what is really going on out here? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody watching. We hit the 1-to-1. Everybody throw some 100s in the chat. We got 26 people watching and 23 likes. Let's try to get the likes to 50. So it says at least 20 other kids were hospitalized. So as a result of this school bus issue that deleted this young boy, 20 other kids got hospitalized. Like it's like all kind of like, this is stunt action stuff right here. Like, the driving problem has attracted such attention that Ohio Governor Mike DeWine announced this week that in addition to $2.5 million in aid, he would be sending additional state highway patrol troopers to Springfield to help maintain order on the roads. On Tuesday, Mandy and her husband, well, here go the thing. Just having highway patrol ain't gonna do nothing if they not like highway patrol ain't the people that prosecute people. The prosecutors actually have to be instructed. Yo, when somebody is in the backseat of the car or they using their feet to drive and all of a sudden like they drive through 5 buildings and roll over and hit a school bus and knock the school bus flying into an airplane, you need to prosecute that person. Right? I mean, like, that's kind of extreme. It's kind of common sense. So it don't matter. You can have 10 highway patrol officers on the street. They could issue, 30 tickets. And if the prosecutors be like, we're not going to charge this person. That's what matters. It got to actually get put into court. They got to actually prosecute them. So just having large amounts of highway patrol people is not going to do anything. If you ask me, the prosecutors got to be instructed. You know what I'm saying? If you guys would agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all would disagree, give me a thumbs down. So now here it says on Tuesday, Mandy and her husband, Chris, gave an emotional testimony in the Springfield City Commission asking lawmakers to pass, quote unquote, Kathy's Law, which would require all immigrants seeking an Ohio driver's license to go through the same tests and regulations required of first-time American drivers. Why are they not? Why are they not? Like, why are they not? Does it make sense? Like, we don't even know. And again, this is no knock on people coming from other countries, but we don't know, you know what I'm saying? If English is even their first language. So if English is not their first language, they're not going to be able to read the street signs. They're not going to be able to read what's inside the car. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to read the gauges. They're not going to be able to read none of that. Street names, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. We will push to enforce the same restrictions that my 7-year-old twins who lost their grandmother that night will have to follow when they seek to obtain a license, her husband said. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they're giving these people driver's license. Like I said, it's real. You got to do a lot of stuff to get a driver's license, at least here in Ohio. So I don't understand why they just giving these licenses away. Ohio driver's license It says on Tuesday, Mandy and her husband, Chris, gave an emotional testimony to the Springfield City Commission, asking lawmakers to pass Kathy's law, which would require all immigrants to seek an Ohio driver's license to go through the same tests and regulations required of first-time American drivers. Why are they not? As a matter of fact, they should be put through more stringent criteria to get a driver's license than American drivers, because you haven't been here and you're learning this stuff at an older age. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. So now here it says Springfield was pulled into the spotlight this week after claims that Haitian migrants were killing local cats, ducks, and geese for food went viral, and they were amplified by vice presidential candidate and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, who said his office had been inundated with reports. Local officials denied that there was anything of the sort happening, and what they said was that there's no evidence, all right, which is different than denying. But an August police report claiming 4 Haitians were spotted snatching geese from a local park was obtained by the Federalist on Wednesday. All right, so apparently they got a police report. So we will be looking at that police report at some point. Okay. And did I tell you guys, probably at some point later on, shady stuff will start coming out. And here it comes. We're in the realm of that time period of shady stuff starting to come out. So now here it says the city's manager told the Post that the report was unsubstantiated. The claims went mainstream Tuesday night when Donald Trump brought them up at the presidential debate. Okay. And when he brought them up at the presidential debate, it went something like this.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Eat the cat, eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
So you know, when you say something like that, you know what I'm saying? When you say something like that and you put it over a beat, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna go viral. In fact, shout out to Shatera. Shatera said there's been some claims of some ducks and some geese too. It's a viral video on YouTube going around where there is a dude that's talking about the allegations of quote unquote these geese. All right. So yeah, they playing duck duck goose, but in a different way down there. You know what I'm saying? They're not playing the duck duck goose the way that we was taught how to play it when we was young. They got some other type of duck duck goose going on, some imported style of duck duck goose. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they wanted to go to get some duck sauce, all they got to do is go to hibachi. You know what I'm saying? It's hibachis all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I think they doing it different. You know. So now here it says. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, allegedly. The people that came in, they're eating the cats, allegedly. They're eating the pets of people that live there. And this is what is happening in our country. And it's a shame, he said, as the debate moderator insisted that the city denied all the claims. Neither the Clark County prosecutors nor the Ohio State Highway Patrol responded to requests for comments. Now, I'll tell you something about the punk-ass Ohio State Highway Patrol, those punk ass silver Dodge Charger driving motherfuckers. They can get anybody else driving a ticket. And when the State Highway Patrol pull you over, they pull you over and they charge more than a regular police officer. And I'm telling you, go drive down any major highway in Ohio, 71, 271, 480, 77. You know what I'm saying? 680, 80, 90. Go down any major highway in Ohio and them bitch ass motherfuckers got somebody pulled over all the damn time. And I guarantee you most of the people that they got pulled over are not these stunticons. You know what I'm saying? So now and of course they didn't have nothing to say probably because Ohio State Highway Patrol bitch ass is always working overtime. The Springfield Sheriff Office also did not respond to requests for information about reports of accidents involving Haitian immigrants. And that's probably because they got them down at the municipal courts prosecuting the shit out of everybody that's actually Ohio citizens, because that's what they do.